All right, so for more on the final day of Camelback Ranch spring training Cactus League play, Dave Roberts spoke to the media about some of the roster news.
You have these three guys in Japan. Adams Unga's starting against Yamamoto. What does it say?
Well, I think it's just, I think the thing is that, you know, Imanaga is their ace. And I think that with what Yoshinobu did for us last year and appreciating the fact that we're going back to their home country, it's the perfect story. And to follow up Yoshi with Roki, I think it's just a great story. Yeah.
Did you tell Roki about this? He just confirmed?
He might have already known. But he can keep a secret pretty well.
There's been so much focus on Ohtani obviously going back to Tokyo, but how do you believe these two guys feel about going back to the Tokyo Dome to start the first two games?
You know, I mean, I can only imagine. I think that there's a lot of excitement, a lot of emotion. You know, these guys grew up in Japan. I'm sure watching the Tokyo Giants in the Tokyo Dome and then playing in the Nihon League, and to now come back to the States and you know, they played there in the Classic, I think, years ago, but to come back for the Dodgers and to pitch against, you know, their teams that they played against, players that they know, and then now you start the regular season there, where I just can't imagine how many eyes are going to be on that series. So it's exciting.
You mentioned last night on a podcast that Dustin May is going to be your fifth starter, and you also mentioned something with Tony. What's going on with Gonsolin?
So Tony had a with his back, because of lifting weights, we had to set him back. So he kind of set him back. You know, we set him back, period. I don't know, really need to specify how long. So he's going to stay here, get on a routine, a 5-day routine as a starter. And I don't know when, you know, it's called contingent on the buildup, when he's ready to kind of join us. And so he's going to stay back. And then Dustin, sort of what we did last year with James Paxton, Dustin will stay back here so he can stay on his regular throwing program.
So what's your plan with Ohtani throwing again?
I don't know exactly. He's been throwing, so he hasn't stopped throwing. But I don't know when he's going to throw his next bullpen.
And you don't know when he's going to be throwing its live hitter?
No.
Did you slow him down a little? Or?
We did.
How was his reaction?
His reaction was fine. He understood the process, and like I've said, over the last week, he's ramped up with the hitting and all that stuff, and so to kind of let that part of the process slow down a little bit and not try to intensify both things right now, he was all on board.
On board means he was happy, or he was just trying to just understand it?
On board means you understand.
So where are you on the 15-16 split with the roster? We talked about whether it be 16 pitchers, maybe 15 pitchers.
You know what? I don't know. I don't want to go through all the players, but I think it's yeah. I mean, it's one of those two combinations.
Dave, just quickly going back to Tony. Do you think he might have to start the season on the IL, or this next week just staying back?
He'll start on the IL. Yeah. And I'm not sure when his back date is, but if you're talking about, I mean, obviously, he's not going to Tokyo, so the regular season starts and he'll be on the IL then.
Do you decide who will stay here in Arizona?
We have decided, yeah.
So do you have more clarity about that?
Huh?
So do you have any more clarity about who gonna stay?
Yes.
Nothing to announce.
No, I mean, I think that, I mean, if you're going to ask me a specific player, but I think that, you know, I'm not going to go down all 40 guys that are in camp and say who's going and who's not going.
So I'm going to ask him Pacific player.
Thank you.
Is Hasan going to Tokyo?
He's not going to go. He's going to stay here and continue to log at bats. He is the last 4 days have been really good for him. He looks much more comfortable at bat. The defense has been really good, and it was good to see him in center field, and we feel that it's most important for him to stay here, take at bats, play in games to help him get ready for the season.
Does that mean he's going to start season at the AAA?
He's going to start the season AAA, yes.
So you got your 1, 2, and your 5. Who's your 3 and 4?
Barry. I mean, you know the starters, so I mean, I don't need to go through. I mean, we still got a ways till we get to Detroit, right? So it's like.
But do you have it mapped out already?
Yes.
So that is Yamamoto and Sasaki going to be your starters against Detroit too? Or?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
You
they're
don't know
still.
yet?
We're still talking through it. So I mean, I think as the calendar. To get through 2 days, which is still, ways away, we've kind of there. Then we get some days here. We got this freeway series, so we got a lot of time.
Was Rojas okay coming out, or was just
What's that?
Was Rojas okay when he came out? Or?
Yeah, he's fine. He got hit yesterday, and then so he was just kind of. It started to swell up a little bit, but it's a contusion. He's fine.
The rookie got the spot. He earned the spot. It's not like he's given because he's.
He earned the spot.
How proud you are for him?
Very proud of him for a young player to, pitch for the Dodgers. Obviously, he's talented. We're excited to have him, and I think it's going to be great for him. It's great for us. It gives us a great chance to win, and it's great for baseball.
Is Mookie okay? We gotta go, guys.
Mookie's fine. He was a little under the weather today.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Back at the start of spring training, Jerry, we heard Hae-Sung Kim say that his goal was to make the opening day roster for the Dodgers, to be there in Japan playing with his team against the Chicago Cubs. We just heard Dave Roberts say that that's not going to happen. He's not traveling with the team to Japan. He's going to open up the season at AAA Oklahoma City.
Well, listen, obviously he's disappointed. I'm sure he is. He works extremely hard, but at the same time, there is stuff, especially offensively, he had a hard time catching up to velocity. It was apparent this spring training. I think the biggest key is making sure he does not lose confidence. So what they do is make sure he gets enough at-bats at OKC, develop, continue working on that swing change he's worked on the last couple weeks, and then get off to a hot start. He does that, then maybe he comes back to the big leagues. Remember, I always thought it was more difficult as a hitter to make that transition to the big leagues than as a pitcher. He's found that out. Again, velocity in the big leagues is different, but hopefully the talent is there, the want-to is there. He's a really good defender, short, second, and sometimes the outfield, but hopefully he gets things rectified down in OKC.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be difficult for him, just dealing with the velocity for the first time, but also dealing with a swing change during the spring. We will see Hae-Sung Kim at some point here in 2025. The MVP is getting a chance to go home. We'll have more on the Dodgers and that season opener in Japan coming up.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。